Cousin Alice was no more than 30 when I knew her by the river. With her dark eyes and her Latin intention, and in my remembering, she is smiling, leaning on her door, gripping the edges of the frame like she was looking out from a photograph. Alice of the River is about a cousin of mine who committed suicide at a very young age in Trinidad. A very beautiful woman, one of the most beautiful members of my family that I remember growing up as a child. I was very fond of her, but she had a very tough life. Her husband was kind of an abusive kind of guy. Wasn't really wasn't that kind to her, and they were very poor. They lived by the river in the country. And struggled, you know. I think they struggled for a bit, and the pressure was, I guess, too much for her, and she poisoned herself and died a really tragic, slow, painful death. So this song, Alice of the River, tries to capture her spirit, and for me, it's one of the most moving things on the album, one of the most emotional things on the album, and another song about a woman, you know, of which there are quite a few. You know, so that's Alice of the River. But there were black bugs in the corn that year, and white lice on the leaves. When Cousin Alice arrived in Mount Lambert that August, she was miles out of country, battered and torn and swollen with her fourth child. And my grandfather went out in the dark to open the gates for her. Alice, in the bedroom, was either counting the stars or the holes they left when they fell. And her children, bound to that riverside shack with the paraffin lamps and Bernard.